Okay, here we come again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Daniel Ajere. I'm speaking from the city of Manham. Um, Last time I talked about my local government right here in Nigeria. Today I'm going to talk about Africa, what is happening in Africa. And it is quite unfortunate that after the blessings God has given to we, the Africans, by providing all the mineral resources, all the very good climate and every other good things in life, still we the Africans will misuse it because of our selfish interest. You know, for instance, now Africans, we are not supposed to be complaining or crying for any other thing because all what we need is in that continent: gold, zinc, diamond, oil, liquidified gas, and every other important things that is in this world. But at the end of the day, we are the continent that is suffering most. Do we ask ourselves why? Because of our mentality. We have been brainwashed by the Western world. We have been used by them. They incite troubles. They bring problems in the name of development and democracy. They use brothers against brothers. They use countries against countries. They bring language. They use hatred.
So the person brother.
Hatred. They make us to go through so many things so that we will not know what is happening. I've been here in Europe and I've visited almost some of the continents in the world. And I find out that Africa, we are blessed. God blessed us. For instance, here in Germany, the powerhouse of Europe, they don't have anything. They only taxation and their technology, but they manage it, and they become one of the powerful. They have a surplus. But we, the Africa, we have oil, we have gold, we have diamonds, and at the end of the day, we are still crying. Why are we doing this? Because of the Westerners, we are being brainwashed. They put demarcations, they bring division, they use religion, they use languages, and they incite hatred from one another. Somebody from Ghana will say he's a Nigerian, don't mind him. Somebody from Nigeria will say, he's a Canadian, he is from this or that, Botswana, he's from South Africa, he's not your brother, he's this or that. At the end of the day, don't allow him do this, do that. Oh, people struggle, people fight because of all these things. But I want to tell everybody now, any African who wants to be true African, no matter wherever you are in this world, as far as you have a black skin, you are an African. The early we wake up from our slumber, the better for us. Yes, I visited all these continents and I see that they have nothing. All the potential, the things God blessed Africa with, none of the continent, even the largest economy in the world, which is America. And that is why they don't want us to stand on our feet. And we, the Africans, being they brainwash us, being the people that cannot even understand what is happening in the world now, the world politics, we succumb to their plans or something like that. introduce this is francophone, this is anglophone, this is Italian, this is that or that. So, and they bring religion. They say this is a Muslim, this is a Christian, this is a this or traditional this and that, and they bring so many doctrines to bring division. I want to ask you people, the Africans now, how many times have you? How many wars are here in Europe? How many wars are there in America? How many wars are there in China, all these Asian countries? This is a question we're supposed to ask ourselves. Then when a man travels to South Africa as a Nigerian, South Africa will say, kill him, he's taking my job. Somebody from Ghana comes to Nigeria, you say, kill him, he's a Ghanaian, he's taking my job. My brother, this is how they brainwashed us. All the money they take from Africa, if they invest it in Africa, all our petrol, our diamonds, our gold, our silver, all the mineral resources they take from Africa, if we invest it in Africa, I'm telling you, everybody will be happy. But they harness all those things, export it to their country, refine it, and they will sell it back. You pay the taxes and it will give you inexpensive price. They manufacture AK-47, the bombs, all the military hardware, they send it to Africa. They will tell somebody in Congo, don't allow this man to be the president. He's going to, because they have their own interests. If he become a president, this will happen. They will tell the president, please, this your brother wants to overthrow you. They will bring this one. This is Houthis, this is Zulu, this is Canadian, this is Ashanti man, this is an Igbo man, this is this. They bring all these things to confuse us. And they tell you, don't allow a Yoruba man to stand. Because if you stand, Igbo people, you are finished. Don't allow Igbo man will say, they will say, Igbo man, you are still there. A Yoruba man is in power or something like that. That is why we cannot prosper, because of our selfish interests. If we can work hard and become somebody, no matter wherever you come, you want to develop Africa, no matter if you are coming from a job, if you are coming from Zulu, if you are coming, so far as you have Africa in heart, everybody will come together and stand for you so that Africa will be developed. But my brothers, how long shall we be patient to reach the promised land? How long shall we be going all through all these things? When you come to this Western world now, no matter your education, no matter how much you are, the job you are doing, you do the main job. A white man who just graduated the other day will be your boss. The highest, they give you cleaning, toilet cleaning job, they give you this, they give you that, no matter they are, even those people who now who are in the medical field, you know, at the end of the day, they give you, that is 1 out of 2,000. Every day, Africans keep on leaving their countries to Europe through being. When we have a very natural, God has blessed that Africa. If we harness all the necessary things that is meant for that Africa, I don't think that we will suffer. Yes, I went to New Zealand. I went to Australia. I've been in American continent. I'm here in Europe, Asia. You know, but I see that they are not even the things we have in Africa. They don't even have it half. Why can't we unite and make sure that the thing God blessed us with, we utilize it, we use it well, and they become one of the world powers. Look at for instance now, churches here. An African man will say he's from Redeem, the other one will say he's from New Generation, this one will say that I'm from Synagogue, and the other ones will say like this. They don't agree. They castigate themselves in the name of selfish interest. The people that God has anointed to use their work, they will relegate them. But the people that is not this, they will promote them. You know? So my brothers and my fellow Africans, sisters of Africa, it's high time we wake up from slumber. I give kudos to Julius of South Africa. If you have somebody like that, one or two or three in Africa, I think Africa will be a very better place to live. That is the truth. We cannot live in a love song, we cannot be singing a love song in a strange land. Today there's no food in table. What of that man? I am here in Europe now, struggling. Okay, there's food on my table. I have all the necessary amenities God has given to me. What of that person in northeast Nigeria who don't have a food to eat, a plate of food? What of that person in Kenya who doesn't have? In other parts of Africa who are struggling, even there is no shelter, there is no nothing. But they come and harness about this. They are the ones that are making those wars, and when they make what they call divide and they rule. But we still answer them, sir. When they come to Africa, we answer them, sir. When we are in their country, we answer them, sir. We betray ourselves. We sell ourselves to them. That is the problem. And that is why Africa cannot go forward. You are working in a place with your African brother, you say, I don't mind that Nigeria is a criminal. A Ghanaian man will say, I don't mind that man is a criminal. A Nigerian will say, he's from Tunisia, I don't mind him, he's a criminal. On that, and you castigate yourself. Why they do so many things worse more than us? Then we thank them. When a white man mess, we laugh. No matter how bad it is. But when an African man mess, it becomes another thing. It becomes disease. Africa, how long shall we be patient to reach the promised land? We have to stand up now and tell them that we know what they've done. It's the same God that made us. God did not make them on Monday and make us on. God did not make them on Monday and make us on Sunday. No. They have hearts, they have eyes, they have hands, whatever they have, and we should be always happy. We will talk about this more. Let me not. Maybe in another section, we'll keep on talking about Africa. May I again give kudos to Julius of South Africa. Bro, wherever you are, may God bless you. We are right here at your back. Bye bye.